Good morning and happy Aloha Friday. A lot to unpack from this week, so let me go ahead and get started right away. First of all, there was a early college meeting last night, as well as there was a lot of material that was shared with students during their Connect. And so, if you were unable to get to that early college meeting, um, last night, I will put a link in this presentation, in this email, about how to get to the web page and see that presentation. Now, the early college is kind of the beginning of the high school scheduling process, and so I definitely would suggest taking a look at those materials, talking with your child about what information was shared during Connect, because the turnaround time on that application process is pretty quick. And so, if that is something that you feel as a family would benefit, um, your family, I would definitely recommend that. Also, um, it's safe to say that the Omicron COVID surge has hit the Center Grove area, middle school north. As of this morning, we have about 35 active cases, which puts us at about 4.36 as far as the percent of active cases for our enrollment. Now, that does mean that we have gone to requiring masks. um, as far as what I'm seeing in my classroom, I'm seeing about five or so students absent per class. And so about 20 students, over the course of the day. And I just, I think it's so important to remind students and parents that everything that I do in the classroom is mirrored online through Canvas. And so I've made that a priority over the last several years with the challenges in education that have come with COVID. And I just, Canvas, that tool provides an opportunity for me to put all of my stuff in there. I record a lot of videos that are in there as well, and the return on an investment on that time is just really high, because not only does it help students who are at home who can't be here at school, but it also helps students who are here at school as an opportunity for them to review and look at that material and see it in maybe a different format than how I'm presenting it in the classroom. And so those tools are so important. And they also give you, as caregivers, an opportunity to kind of see a window into what we're doing in class. And so, um, I could see that as being a great, um, you know, uh, dinner type chat where you can sit down at the kitchen table, you can look at those materials together, you can have a conversation about, what are the things that we're doing in class. And I would really encourage you to do that. So anything you can do, as you guys have continued to do, be very supportive. And um, it has been a really interesting to me to see how these students are so adapted to the pivots that we ask them to do, as far as wearing a mask, then not wearing a mask, being in class, not being in class. They are very adapted, and have really shown a lot of determination and ability to pivot throughout this pandemic. As far as what's happening in class, in science this week, we continued with the water cycle. We did a activity where we kind of simulated the Earth's atmosphere, where we were able to show, evaporation and then condensation as that warm water cooled and condensed back into a liquid. It's looking like we'll probably have the quiz over this unit towards the end of next week. In honors biology, we finished up with mitosis, did a quick modeling activity where they were using some little pop beads to simulate chromosomes and how those are moved around during the cell cycle. We then also have started meiosis, and I don't know if we're going to be able to finish that by next week. I'm kind of going to use the 3-day weekend to take a real deep dive on where we're at with that and look at the I learn requirements as far as what we need to do on that. I would like to try to get that wrapped up next week, but I also need to take a look at, because of the 3-day weekend, how that's going to push things out. So, um, as always, thank you so much for everything that you guys continue to do as caregivers at home. I know during these trying times, it's is very difficult for everyone, and I honestly could not do it without your help. And thank you so much.